Hello everyone, this is a video that is gonna be like a recap of the missing days and missing weeks because of my vacation on Gold and GJ. I suggest you to watch this video with 1.5x speed for better viewing experience because I talk a bit slow in English. I suggest you to like, subscribe and comment below your thoughts of this video, or if you have any questions or any suggestions how can I make this video more helpful for you guys. So this is gold, let's go here, this is gold. As you can see, we had these levels marked up which were respected very good. Let's delete this alert here that we had. This move happened because of the NFP, the employment rates, which were much higher than expected. So gold started falling down because the dollar strength was here. Because of this move, the dollar picked up a good move. Anyway, we're gonna remove the drawings and then maybe we can make a replay. I think it was 15th of January the last time where we had this. 1 second, let's go on 4 hour. We can make this on 15th of January if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead on daily. On daily we can see that gold is moving up, is pushing to this resistance here, this level here at 1975, 1972. It can tap that level. We have also these if we close above 125, and then we have this, I believe this is not next candle. Okay, but this is on a weekly. Why I did this on a weekly? Now we have this week full. Okay, anyways, this is 13. This is perfect because we didn't make the full week yet. So this is this level that we currently have. We are at this resistance level, and next resistance on the daily is 1956. Next resistance after that is 1978. If we tend to close above and stay above here, or at least above this level here, 1954. And then we go on the 4 hour, because we also gonna check the trades on the New York session and London session. So now we are in the 4 hour time frame. On gold we can adjust this support here formed. We have this new resistance here, which after we have a trading plan where price makes a high, comes back, forms support, confirms support. As soon as we break this candle we should be good to retest the high. And we need to go maybe in 1 hour again. Yes, in 1 hour we have this range. As soon as we break this range we have clean traffic to retest this high, and I believe this should be a good trade, even though now we are at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, it's not 8 o'clock PM in European time, which is almost I don't know what time is it, like 12, something like that, 2 o'clock in New York time PM. So it's not a very high volume time. So we can move one candle, and then we can see that this candle broke above here. Let me just clear and delete this, and we're gonna just do this is just recap version, so it's gonna be a bit longer. And then yeah, then you can see no volume time, no high volume times. This is our candle formation, but we never broke the high. Even though we're at resistance, we never broke above. And now we're coming down. It's 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. This is 7 o'clock. So now we are in this London time, pre-London open. We have this clean traffic to a downside. We had this support, we broke the support. We should be good to just continue down. If we close above, if we break this low, we have clean traffic. We should mirror to the left side. Let's see what price did in this session. Take into consideration, I didn't take any trade after 15th of January. After here, somewhere here was my last trade. 13 because 15, and then as you can see, price found support here. If we break this low, we should be good to go down. If we don't, and then if we start to move up here, if we start now with this new candle, if we start to break these highs, we can continue down. And then this can be just a fake out or our U-turn setup, which is like that. But because overall we are in a high bullish trend, this is the previous higher low which initiated this move, and then unless we break this low here, we are still in a bullish trend. So let's see what price will do after. Now we are 8 o'clock. Now this candle is London open. So if the London open is rejecting, we can continue down. Yeah, we just continue down. We came back, failed to break these highs, failed to close bullish at this small range here, and then printed some resistance here, and then we made this new low. We retested this low, clean traffic to the left hand side. Now I believe we should be good to continue down for how many pips is here? Is 40 pips. We can probably for another 40 pips move down. This is our candle formation. We need to check it in the 30-minute. The last 30 minutes is bullish, so it's not very high probability that we will continue down, but we wait and see. As you can see on the 30-minute, we had that our candle works perfectly when the last 30 minutes of the 1 hour candle, if it happens on the 1 hour, is in the same direction. In this case it was bullish, so very low probability of working to the downside. And now we had this 1 time, 2 time, we broke this resistance, we closed this resistance, and then we had this deviation. Now we're closing about like I expected here on this candle. After this candle printed bullish, I expected this one to come up and close above, but this one failed and went a bit lower, and then now we are closing back again. So this is the U-turn setup. Now we can easily come and retest this top of the range here, and maybe come up and take these highs again in the New York session. Because now we are at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We have this high 4-hour time frames which we can mirror in this area. So let's wait and see. Big rejection, failing. Now we're just basically whipsaw. This is New York open, closing bullish, indicating pure momentum, failing to break these lows, indicating bullish, still bullish momentum on the traders. So I believe, and then we have our candle formation. Let's see the last 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes is bullish. This candle should just keep going up, but we're gonna do it in the 1 hour time frame, so we don't make it. We can make it faster, and also as you can see, this is gonna close bullish, and then this is bearish. Let me see on 30 minutes what happened here. Last 30 minutes of that 1 hour candle was bearish. So you see 30 minutes here, bullish move, perfect move, because the target is mid to bottom of the range is like 35 pips, is like 40 pips to the top of the range. So this is how the take profit one of our setup. But then this candle form our candle formation in the 1 hour here. As you can see, this is our candle, but then the last 30 minutes was bearish, so that's why it's a low probability and it continued to the bearish downside. However, I still believe this will move bullish. Why? Because this is a high, this is the previous lower high of this move in 30-minute time frame. This lower high, this lower low came back, formed a higher high, breaking these highs here, came back, formed higher low, higher high, and then unless we break this level here, we can still continue to the downside, and then we wait and see what will happen now. Not breaking these lows, this is perfect setup to move up. This is like morning star or something like that, evening star candle formation. But yeah, formed bearish, invalidating, never breaking these highs. We continue to the downside. Let's see on 1 hour what's happening. Let's see in 4 hour what's happening. In 4 hour, basically just interesting because we found some support but never breaking these highs here. So let's go in 1 hour. 1 hour continuing to the downside, failing to break these levels, indicating more rejection. In 1 hour we have our candle formation. Let's see on 30 minutes. Last 30 minutes is bearish, but we are at strong support area. If we break these lows here, I tend to believe that we can continue to the downside. We broke the low, but we closed bullish. We break the high, we closed bullish. We made a double bottom here. What's the time now? Now it's too late. Now it's 9 p.m. Yeah, that's right. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is London open. So now we have this resistance here, and then we have this resistance here. At the bottom we have this support here. So we have this clean traffic if we tend to form resistance, and then we have this clean traffic to the upside if we tend to continue the bullish momentum. Let's see what price did. Price is continuing the bearish momentum after London open. Formed a bit resistance, breaking the highs. We can maybe continuing up. Yes, we're continuing up. As soon as we break this high here of this bearish hammer candle, we close like this, we close above, break the high, close bullish. This would have been a perfect entry here at what, at 1 o'clock pre-London, pre-New York open with 17 pips, top of the range 37 pip, and then overall 120 pip with 17 pips stop loss. And I believe we can continue to the upside. We form some resistance and then we're rejecting now. Now after this huge momentum, if we continue, maybe this was some sort of news or something. Maybe we can continue this to the clean traffic to the left hand side. We mirror that, we clean this range, and then we're trying to find some sort of support here. And this is like, now it's Tokyo session. Tokyo session is formed some support here, breaking this range of support. Now we have this clean traffic to the left hand side, which we can mirror easily with a strong momentum. Let's see. Now this is London open. We had this London pre-London bullish candle, and then this London we just pushed up, gave a nice 50 pip with 50 pip stop loss. Let's go ahead on 30 minutes and check it. Yeah, on 30 minutes we break this resistance, close above here at London open. This was the perfect trade with 30 pip stop loss, 50 pip take profit. However, I still believe we can continue to the upside, even though the last 30 minutes is bullish, but we need to be cautious. If we break the low, we're continuing lower. Yes, we're continuing lower now. We are inside this range here. This is just a hold range now. We need to break above this range. We're breaking above this range. I believe now with the volume, this is New York open. Next candle should just continue to the upside. Yes. And now we get this after break of this range. We get this 100 pip move to the upside. We need to see now. This is like off high volume times, but we're seeing this the resistance tapping. If we close above, we can come up and clean this range to the upside. Now we're finding resistance, and now we're breaking above, now we're breaking above. Even though it's like 10-8, but I believe Thursday was it? No, Wednesday was FMC. Just continuing to the upside, and now finding some sort of resistance. We need some sort of pullback after this whole move, but we break above this, and now we're coming retest. Let's see on the 4 hour quickly. 4 hour we're forming resistance here. 1 hour candle, we're breaking this range. Inside this range, I think we can come up to this level again to retrace a bit lower, even though now this 1 hour has no bottom wick, which is very risky because it can easily come up and just go to the other direction, to the upside. But now the momentum is very strong. We're mirroring this clean candle to the left hand side, and now we're rejecting. I believe this was the area where price wanted to come to collect these orders. No bottom. You see, when price has no bottom wicks, it's very risky because it can reject very hard. And now we are inside this range. We need to break up outside this range. We're breaking above. Here we have this new resistance. Now we need to break above. I believe we broke above, close back inside the range. This is very tricky to trade now. It's 11 o'clock, 12, 1. This is pre New York open. Inside this range is going to be very tricky. Broke below, came back, closed bullish. This price was just inside this range for the whole week, and it's Friday. So we continue into the Monday. This is Tokyo session Monday. Now we are in pre-London. Pre-London move very strongly bearish, closing for the first time, closing below the support of this range, but never breaking these lows. So we can still anticipate that the confirmation of the range is not broken yet. Now we are at the bottom of the range, still inside the range. This was the New York Open. New York Open was very strong bearish, rejecting this mid-range level and then just continuing to the downside. Made this whole move, completely recovered this whole move to the upside. When we had this initially, we had imbalance here, price came back here, rejected, retest the high, start just play inside this range, but still this imbalance here was unfilled, or this level clean traffic was not cleaned. And now we came with this level, we cleaned to this wick, as you can see, and now we can maybe continue to the upside. Like here, for example, what I did. As you can see, the bottom of this wick is the top of the wick here. So price came and cleaned this whole area here. And now we are inside this range. Maybe at the top of here we can break above, and if we come up, if price comes with strong momentum, breaks above here, closes above here, we can maybe continue to the upside, because overall on a daily time frame, as you know, we have this new resistance. Let's go on a daily and check what's happening on a daily. On a daily is closing bullish, and now we have this clean traffic to our left side, which after this resistance is here, after this resistance we have this clean traffic which we can mirror to our left side. So let's see what's happening. What's gonna happen? However, now it's like 4 p.m. so today it's not very high volume. Maybe the next day. Inside this range, inside the range, price just is inside the range. Now the daily closure is done. We never closed above here on the daily, so we need to wait for a pullback or a break above. Now we have this break above, no wick at the top. If we close above, if we price comes above here, I think we should be good to continuing up. Unless that, we can just roll back inside the range, and this is just some sort of deviation. However, we broke the highs of the 1 hour candle, breaking above, came back, closed. If we close bullish, now theoretically this can be, what's the time here? Now it's 6 o'clock with London open, 13 pip for 30 pip stop loss. I think this is an amazing trade. Yeah, as you can see, buys here, 13 pip stop loss, buys just pre-London, just moves up, and next candle should just continue to the upside. This is our candle formation. Let's see on 30 minutes. On 30 minutes is bullish. I believe we should continue to the upside, but we cannot break. Oh no, you see this is failing. So now we need to take note of this candle, for example, because this is interesting. This is our candle formation, 8 o'clock. We take this, and then, 1 second. So now we're gonna take this,